Hello everybody, welcome to a new episode from BB Plaza here in Touring is My Business. And let's talk about labels, let's talk about signing deals, and let's talk about new bands that, let's say that you're looking for that glorious label deal that will take you to the next level. We all come from there. Let's talk about this and what is this myth, what is this not. What is not a myth? What is a myth about this? And let's put a lot of clarity into this. All right. So, for those who don't know me, I'm Bibi from the metal band Cryzix from Barcelona. I now live in Nantes, in France, but I come from that place near Barcelona, Igualada. And over a period of 18 years, making an international career, I've lived so many different contexts, from starting from zero, with no label, then signing with a Spanish label, then signing with an international label, then going back to do it to yourself, self-released. And let's see that we lived all the different wide variety of options, that tasty options that music industry gives you. So let's check out this, okay? Because if you're an unsigned band, it's very possible, as I said before, that you have these wet dreams of getting signed by a major label and then kick ass, okay? But what if this is maybe a starting point of a wrong perspective, depending of the level where you are as a band? So let's first check this idea. As I said in the previous video about manager yes or manager no, this is a little bit the same dynamic, okay? A contract between a band and a contract between a label is a value exchange. Okay, and if you don't have value as a band, then the negotiation with the label will be harder, and most likely the contract will be not in your favor, but in the favor of the label. Let's explain this, okay? First of all, what is your value? Your value is the audience that is following you, the sales that you're doing in every record, all the income that you are able to generate through shows, through merch sales that you do inside the shows, through the merch sales that you have in your online shop. All this is your level, your status, your value, okay? And the more value you have, the better chances that these labels will come after you, and the more value you have, the higher the chances you have to get a better deal for you. But that's normal, okay? Because what happens here? A label is taking a newer band and they have to invest a lot of money. Okay, this is something that you have to be aware, that every label will have to invest a fucking huge amount of money in any new band and also established band to go to that next level and expose them into a new audience and a potential new audience. So this means spending time into not just recording the product, the feature music, but also exposing this properly in the proper channels, magazines, reviews, also of course social media, etc. Okay, and the distribution and everything. So this means that the label will have to put an extra effort in the beginning without knowing really if you will give the results or not. That's why in most of the cases the first label deals that you will experience in your life will not go in favor to you. So this means that the royalty rates for you, it's going to be shitty, like 15%, 20%, something like this. And they will take care of, they will earn the rest, okay? And they will give you an advance of whatever, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 euros to record your album. But then you will have to get back this money through the royalties, okay? So it's going to be a very disadvantaged position for you. So what is my advice here? That before you try to knock every label's door, make sure that your band is making noise. Make sure that you have a kick-ass album, and not just a kick-ass album. Make sure that you're playing everywhere. You're playing in every festival that you can. You're playing tours in every country. Make sure that you're generating buzz and following in your audience. Make sure that you have something to offer, because that's going to be more likely then that you can invite somebody, some label manager or some INR, who is the person who is specifically trying to get new signings, signing new artists. You will manage to get these people watch you in your shows and then initiate a conversation, okay? Would be my first advice. Then of course there is the other option, right? That is, what if the no label is showing up, which is very normal in the beginning. There is not a problem, man. I mean, you should be so much focused first on, because I tell you, a label is gonna amplify what you have already, okay? But if you don't have that product really well crafted, there is nothing to amplify there, you know? If you don't have really a successful, meaningful product, if you don't have something that really outstands, no label, even if it's whatever big label, major label, can really do a magic trick. It's not a magic trick, okay? So the key here is understanding this, that even if you are with label or even you're without label, if you do your job properly, you will have success, okay? And doing this and getting this success with hand-to-hand with the label or you alone doesn't depend on this success. This is a very important key point that I want you to understand, that it's not because you're not signed with any label you are not getting shows and you're not getting paid enough in the festivals, or you're not getting the enough audience, or your Spotify algorithm is show banning you, shadow banning, or I don't know what's the name. It's like, don't put away the responsibility that the fact that, okay, because I'm not in a label, I'm not successful with my band, because this is a completely wrong idea that I want you to be really aware here right now. If you do a successful album, if you put out a successful album, it's going to be successful with or without label. And you can be really successful without label, and then a label partner can come and then continue with the success with the next album, okay? So stop dreaming about labels and start focusing on your fucking job, which is the most important thing, and the only thing that you have responsibility here to really go to that next level, all right? So this is my advice, okay? And from here, I tell you, if you do correctly the job, if you generate the buzz, if you generate attention to people will talk about you, festivals will start calling you, promoters will start calling you, and then this will be seen for label managers. They will see that this band is creating buzz. So this is your focus. This is the focus. I tell you that it would be the best thing that you can really spend your energy, and stop spending too much energy in trying to reach 1,000 labels, okay? Because I understand the feeling, I understand the concerning, and I understand that sometimes we give away too much power to that, and I don't think that's correct, okay? So, with that being said, what do we do when the label jumps in and is interested in you? So, first of all, again, you will be really aware of what's your level, what's your value, and from that, you have to think about what you can fight for and what is not realistic that you fight for, because I tell you that many artists take lot of time and years of career and growing to start really having the power to negotiate some certain things, okay? From the royalties to the master rights and all this, okay? I always will encourage that you always keep the master. But of course, if the label is really big and is going to invest a lot of money, it's normal that they want to secure all the investment that they will do, okay? And they will ask for master ownership, or at least a percentage. So everything you have to really negotiate. In metal, it's not that common, I guess, depending of the size of the band and depending of every product. But this is something that you will have to, I encourage you that you check with a lot of time, with a lawyer also, with a manager if you have, and they will guide you to get the best deal out of it. But think that labels, what they are looking, okay, they are looking for long-time relationships, okay? They look for develop a career of an artist. It's not about 1 year work, it's not 2 years work, it's 3 albums, 4 albums, 5 albums, and then it's when the career really starts to pop up. And labels know this. Labels know that this takes time, investment, reinvestment, lose money, invest more. And that's why they have to also cover their backs, and they have to do these contracts that are sometimes they can see a little bit they can seem abusive. But as I said before, it's a long-term thing, and the more the label see that the artist has the vision and the things clear and this long-term thing, highly the chances there will be that the label really thinks about you, okay? Because this is something that is interesting for a label, to know that the band is grounded, knows who they are, knows what they want to go, and they want to travel all this road along with a label partner, okay? So in the end, it's just about trying to get this family, more family in your boat, and family that you can trust. So I would suggest also that you don't guide yourself when you have to choose the right partner for you. Don't be very hypnotized by, because this is a big name, it's a big label, or I'm a fan of this label, just for the name, I'm gonna just sign the deal, because this is also can be really bad for you. It can turn really bad. So in the end, you have to really pay attention that you work with great human beings that really trust in your music. That's the key point that I would put above everything. If you find that these humans are really trusting you, trusting your music, trusting you as a person, and you really feel the connection, that's where you have to go. And also, of course, they have the abilities to move your music, promote it well on Spotify, on all the channels, the social medias. If they know how the industry works and how the digital industry works, and they have the abilities, of course. But the human factor, it's one of the things that I would put above everything, and then the abilities, okay? Because if you just go with the label just for the name, and imagine that the label man, the Ironheart who signed the deal with you, with the label, he's not taking really good care of you. He's not messaging you. He's not checking really by heart, like, okay, how are you going? Where you want to go? What do you want to do with this album? If there is not engagement about this, and you're just another artist selling another album number 1, 2, 3, 4, 97, this is going to be really a bittersweet experience for you, because you will feel left alone in a very big fish bowl, which is this label, and you're going to be the last fish to be fed, right? And you don't want to become that little fish, the last fish that waiting to be fed by the big label. So eagle eye on searching the right human beings that they trust your product, your music, they trust you, and you build this long time relationship, okay? This is like a marriage. As important as when you are trying to get members for your own band, it's like a long time marriage as well. This is exactly the same. Label is a long time marriage, okay? So don't get married too fast. Take your time. Know well the person, okay? Apply this in every level, okay? If you want to get married. And of course, that's my advice. So if you wanna really get into it more, okay, you want to get more information like this in a more daily basis, weekly basis, I have this broadcast channel called Touring is My Business on my Instagram channel, where you can join, and I'm sharing content like this in a weekly basis. And also, if you're a more old school guy and you don't have Instagram, but you want to be updated as well, you can join my newsletter, Touring is My Business, where I'm just going to send weekly emails related to that, okay? And there you can also be updated, okay? So all these links, you have it in the description of this video down below. So if you liked it, if you liked this video, if you liked what I'm saying, just please give me a like, give me a comment. I will appreciate it. If you have more doubts as a band, you can DM me on Instagram. I will be happy to help you. Okay, I love this. I love helping bands by heart, really. It's something that I know how hard it is. You know, I've been 18 years, like most of the years, very confused. So I know what it's like to be in a band starting out and knowing like this is like a big jungle. I don't know where to reach, who to reach, where to go. It's desperating sometimes, and you should be focused on really getting really good on your music, on your product, on your live show, and just have some clarity in your mind of where you want to go. So don't hesitate to message me, and I'll see you in the next episode with more cool content like this. So follow me for more. Cheers.